Hi friends, today we're going to be making over a beautiful wood carved mirror. I got this beautiful mirror for free from a neighbor, and I decided while I loved the beautiful wood carvings, they had some wear and I really felt like I could make the carving shine better using paint. So I gave it a good deep cleaning. Toothbrushes are the best for getting in all those little nooks and crannies. Look at how much gunk came off of this. Then I filled in some cracks and things with the Dixie Mud. That's really easy to use. You just wipe it in and then sand it back smooth. Next, I moved on to priming the piece, and I used Dixie Belle's Boss in clear. I was going to be doing some distressing. I did not want any of the primer to show through, so that's why I chose the clear. For this mirror, I'm going to be giving it a bit of a dipped look. I'm actually not going to paint all the way around all those carvings. I'm going to just paint the top of it, so it looks like the whole top of the mirror has been dipped in paint. And so I did the Boss and let that dry, and then I went through and added some index cards and some paper all the way around the mirror, and that way I wouldn't get any paint on the mirror. I don't like to tape onto the mirror, so that's why I taped the pieces just together, and it worked perfectly. Then I took Dixie Belle's Collard Greens. I love this beautiful dark green, and I painted the top of the mirror. It's kind of nice because I didn't have to get into all those nooks and crannies and grooves, and it gives a really cool dipped effect. And here's what it looks like with the top painted. Then I wanted to go back and do some wet distressing. And so I did the second coat of paint, and before that paint had dried, I took a baby wipe and I just lightly pulled back some of the paint so you could see the wood underneath. This is a little less harsh on your piece than sanding with sandpaper, and it gives the same effect. You can kind of control it better too if you do the wet distressing. Baby wipes are the best for this. I go through so many, and I just decided to lightly distress all the carvings where they were raised, so it would just look naturally distressed. Then I went through with my finishing pad and just smoothed the whole piece out so it didn't have that chalky feel that chalk paint can sometimes have. And you can see some of that distressing there and what it looked like. It's very light, very subtle, but very pretty. Then to make that distressing shine a little bit, I used this mousse, and it actually is kind of old, so it's dried out and now it's more of a wax, but it's a copper color. It's supposed to be a mousse. I actually really liked it more as a wax though. And you can use your finger to put it on, you can use a brush, and I just went over the places where I had distressed, and it added to them, brought your eye to them without making it too glitzy and glamorous with the metallics. Lastly, I sealed the piece using Big Mama's Butta. And usually I use Big Mama's Butta for just pieces that are plain wood and I'm just trying to reseal that wood and add moisture to it. But you can also seal your paint with it. You can even use it on leather. It's a great sealant, very gentle, it smells delicious. And I chose to use it on this piece because I knew it would deepen the color of the green paint, and it would also replenish the wood sides and the little nooks and crannies of the carvings, and I wanted that wood to really shine as well. So I use the Butta. You just wipe it on and it gradually soaks into the wood, and then anything that's left over you can kind of wipe back, and it's a really soft, pretty sealant. You could also seal this piece with wax or a satin top coat or a poly. If you're using it in like a bathroom, you'll want something a little more water resistant. But for my purposes, it's just going to be in my kitchen looking pretty, and so I chose to use Big Mama's Butta. And here is how it turns out. I love the soft sheen that the Butta gives to the mirror. It looks perfect in my kitchen, reflecting that light from the window across from it. I love how it turned out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.